I'm starting with the mute on.
organization to support the lifespan of the youth while indirectly supporting the community of the youth. So it's not only Hive helping the organizations to make cool things, but then us people who are working with the young people are then creating these learning opportunities that they're then bringing back out to the community as well, to their families, to their peers, to the guy at the corner store, and helping that grow throughout their lifespan as they become adults. Another thing we were kind of talking about was the mission. We felt that the Hive mission was missing youth in the mission, and we're just proposing maybe that should be rethought. Throw that out there. Mr. Sam. That's it. Thank you. Thank you to my wonderful group.
Thank you, Table 13. Up next, we have Table 12, led by David.
Hi, I'm Dave, and we're going to kind of pass off the mic here to Julia. She's going to read off our who we are collectively and aspire to be, and then I'll give our what we do.
Ms. Julia, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. I am from After School Matters. I'm the director of instruction there, relatively new, I think I don't know the area. And this is what I put down. Are we collectively, or who we aspire to be? This is rather cheesy. Gotcha. It's rather cheesy. No laughing. I blush. We are one stop in the adventure of life for teens that either one, have a well-lit path, or two, live in darkness with limited view of the opportunities available. Although we are one stop, we should endeavor to shed light on all opportunities and help connect them to the next step.
I feel like I should snap my fingers.
Cool. And then, yeah, just for our what we do collectively as a network, we came up with we support each other in the service of youth and community.
Thank you, Table 12. Table 11, we have Jeff as our lead.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, we are table 11, or as Jeremy knows us, table Roman numeral number 2.
Thanks, Jeff.
And, we're also known as the fun table. So here we go. This is a little bit of like wordplay, but we connect, support, encourage, and provide value to orgs, initiatives, efforts to understand needs, face challenges, innovate, collaborate, or youth for connected learning. That's tough.
Next up, we have Table 10, led by Gina. Hi, I'm Gina Grant with the Chicago Architecture Foundation. And we talked a lot about the need to be able to sustain and grow, and also to be able to use research to incubate projects and incubate work. So it's not a new project each time. But what we came up with is that we are a diverse group that advocates for youth through direct programming and the use of technology. And I would say it wasn't the statement that we fell in love with, but it's the one that we can get down on the paper in the time provided, but really wanted to think around how does we as an organization help to meet the needs where people are. So understanding that you have some small organizations that are just getting started and large foundations. So really just trying to figure out how do we support each user and then also connect. Because some people might know a project just because of its history, or you might have a relationship, but just trying to figure out how do we better support and then learn from the lessons learned to build off of it. Because we in this room a wealth of information. You don't need to keep hitting the same walls, pitfalls, and can better learn from as a collective. And so that research for us and that sustainability. So once you get a good project, grow it so there can be something that is institutional. Table 9, we have, I forget who's at table 9. Oh, Fabio.
How quickly they forget. All right, so I have no idea if I'm actually speaking to this.
Pull it closer.
Right up to my mouth, there we go, okay. We just yell out there. Robert, I'm gonna give you another really long-winded tweet too. So we're the table that we're still piecing it together as other people were talking, but there were a few phrases that came up that I wanted to point out before I talk about the actual final one. The concept of true partnership came up, and so we've all been in partnerships, so we know what a true partnership is and what a partnership is. Another one that I really liked was a safe space for organizations to take risks and fail. Another one that came up was diversity of organizations involved. And so while other people were talking, I promise, but we were putting together the final phrase, which is that the Chicago Hive Network is a diverse and democratic set of youth organizations that come together for collective information sharing and finding ways to encourage collaborative innovation.
Ooh.
Diverse and democratic set of youth organizations that come together for collective information sharing and finding ways to encourage collaborative innovation.
Cool. Got that.
Table 8, we have Megan.
Right. Oh, it has to be very close. So we did not have a pretty mission statement. We kind of threw together lots of words. Who are we? We think we're like-minded people. We're youth-facing. We love to collaborate. Connected learning is what we do. We're trying to increase capacity is what we're trying to do. We're also trying to create a space for innovation and build models and pilot new initiatives. And some of our aspirations are to bridge opportunities for youth, and we'd really love to create a directory of everyone here so we can better utilize one another and create a stronger community that really gets stuff done.
Nice. We have Jim at table 7.
Jim Prop with China Chicago. We also have kind of bits and pieces of different things that we see that we are collectively. We're a team-oriented organization that provide connected learning opportunities. We aspire to continue to grow and reach new teams and offer unique programs. Thank you. We also see that what we do collectively as a network, we use the internet to create social interactions with our teachers. We extend programs geographically through some of the moonshots with transportation. And we add equity by bringing diverse educators together physically in the space and provide mentorship through technology and helping connect people and their passions. That was some of the stuff we had. And then we have another kind of very well-articulated goal and what we do. Hive supports Chicago organizations to foster connected peer-based buzz through hands-on programs powered by connected technologies and skills through connected technologies as well.
Table 6. Hillary.
Hi, I'm Hillary from the Art Institute. We talked a lot about these sort of magic moments where Hive brings people together, and that these are opportunities to see where we have connections and where we have overlap, but also where the gaps are, both in our own practices and in others, so that we can kind of come together and fill in those gaps in ways that are productive, that push us and that challenge us, but that also help us to grow and evolve together. And so our statement came out of that. Hive is focused organizations coming together to support one another, grow together, push each other and our city to affect broader change for youth than any one organization could on their own. And I think we want to +1 table 13, that if youth is the main thing, let's put that language in the mission.
Table 5. Hermania.
Hi. We basically said that Hive is a network of small and large orgs that work to enhance the lives of youth and their families and bridge the digital gap. But then we kind of moved on to talk about things we needed to improve. And a big one was, again, youth voice. But also we kind of talked a lot about this concern about, should tech be in the absolute forefront? Like, where exactly should it be? And the importance of meeting people where they are, whether they have that tech or do not have that tech. So that's one of the big parts of our conversation. We had many more. And then we wanted to end by saying we're awesome.
Table 4, Mr. Coleman.
Hello, Avery Coleman from Commonwealth. So for we are collectively, we came up with, we are a network of organizations with a common purpose to serve youth with innovative programming. We inspire to connect all work that we're doing into one big transparent ecosystem, and I have like wordplay, catalyst, exchange of ideas, new and current, voice for organizations, opportunity to evolve, we're stronger together. And then for what we do collectively as a network, wordplay, we had synergy, problem solving, share out, which leads to support, human networking. We are aggregator, shifter, empowerment, and then the conversation acts as a shift to the status quo. Legitimize that that there are alternate ways to tackle issues of education and showcase our results.
Thank you, Table 4. Table 3, Manuel.
So our table talked about our network as a group of people who work directly as educators, out-of-school providers, people who provide PD support, and then also as a larger network, a lot of people who are indirectly connected to us, including teachers, parents, and young people in the larger community, and we thought that was important. In our discussion about what we do collectively, we really focused on some aspirational thoughts. We see ourselves cross-promoting and creating intentional collaboration within the network, but then also really doing that outside of the 100+ members of the network as well. We see an opportunity to overlay moonshot challenges and solutions with other citywide entities, and then to move towards a role that would involve more coordination with these other city entities, which includes CPS, CHA, DHS, other groups that we think are reaching a larger number of underserved youth that we may not be seeing within the network.
Thank you, Table 2. Table 3, sorry. And then Table 2, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, that's your.
The other Table 2.
I'm Heather. I'm with Outlier Research Evaluation. And our collective statement was that we collectively identify challenges and share potential solutions that may include material resources, examples of what works, and funding. And all of that is to ensure that youth have access equitably to quality learning opportunities. And one thing that we talked about, as well as many of the other groups, was that we thought that youth also should be more strongly broadcasted in that mission statement, since that is what we're all trying to accomplish.
Thank you, Table 2. And then last but not least, Table 1 with Alex.
All right, awesome. So in a nutshell, we have a nice little bulleted list, but was it Virginia at our table who came up with the phrase? It was, okay. Overall, who we are as a network collectively is we are being connected learners, to serve connected learners. So what that means is this,
As a network, we aspire to be an open space for grappling with these big shared issues that we as youth serving organizations share. We want to be inclusive to new voices, different ideas, and the cutting edge of the web, and not fall behind as education often has in technology. And we also hope to constantly be shaping our members into better youth allies. We really hope that as we move forward as a network, we continue to share the good work that all of us are doing with each other, so we can continue to learn from each other and never have to repeat work and continue to build on the foundation that's been kind of made. Bye.
And can we just give you all a big hand, big round of applause? Thank you so much for engaging. You know, there's always a risk when you bring a narrative to the table, try to set leadership as staff to bring a narrative for you to respond to that feels like we're asking you to engage in some kind of giant, you know, wordsmithing workshop. And in fact, I think you haven't done that. You clearly have understood what we intended, which was to invite you to a conversation, to reaffirm who we are and what we collectively do, and to do so in a way that's aware of our context. And so we really look forward to taking your feedback. We do take this feedback seriously. So please record your thoughts. The table leads, if you have something that represents the ideas of the table, the consensus of the table, you can write that on that table lead document, or otherwise indicate it on a form that's sort of your, you know, which table number, put your table number there, that would be great. And individually, please capture your thoughts. We are gonna transition now to what feels a little bit more like a typical Hive meetup, where people get to come up and share some of their work in the Hive Buzz section. And then following that, we'll have some open work time where you can do a number of things which Kenyatta will guide you to. But first, I wanted to just take a moment to ask Robert to come up so that we can acknowledge him. So Robert has been a member of this network for 6 years, and this network is 6 years old. His contributions, both as a member and as a staff member, are really astounding. His capacity to bring passion, purpose, value is really noteworthy. And I'm not going to say much more, but we'll cede the mic to let Robert do what Robert likes to do. No, this is you. Thank you.
Here's my first question. Where did we get those ties from the shed? Can you remind me?
It's not from Shed, it's from the Anti-Cruelty
Oh, that's
Society.
right, Anti-Cruelty. It's from when we had our on the road meeting in LA. Sorry, I always think it's the shed because it's like dolphins. Really nice ties. Elliot was amazing for giving us those ties. I don't know.
You two have a time limit.
It's my time limit. It's my time limit. 2 minutes. Okay, so first the thing I didn't say before that I was going to say, which is, so yeah, I did this thing, I've been doing this thing since almost the beginning. I was at those really early, and not all the way back like Sybil and some other folks started it. Jeff, who just walked out, very early people, but when we were before Connected Learning, right, before they even wrote that thing up and shared it with us. And we were trying to figure out what we were doing. The energy was just super infectious. I did not come from an education background. Some of you may know I have a background in astrophysics. That put aside, I joined this community as a total novice, right? Like I didn't know what I was doing, and it was coming to these events, participating with all of you, collaborating on projects that taught me everything. If I know anything about this work, it's actually entirely learned from you. Not school, not books. It's DIY, do it yourself, make whatever, make to learn, like style education, right? So I really have only one thing to say, I guess, which is thank you, sincerely, all of you, and Sam and Kenyatta and Elsa, and Christian and Christina before them, and Sybil, and all the people who made Hive happen. You know, because you've been my teachers, and you've been my mentors, and you've taught me everything I know. Okay, so thank you. That's the thing. The other thing I want to say is I don't know, I want to say it because it's Mozilla stuff, right? But when I took this job, when I transitioned out of the Adler, working with kids, which I really, really loved deeply, and I still work with kids on Saturdays, and I teach them how to use the web. That's what I do on Saturdays, but I was really excited to join Mozilla. I didn't know I was actually going to join Mozilla. I didn't even know Mozilla was doing this. But it made sense to me right away because this is a network, you know, and this works like a network. And why would an organization that knows networks help to facilitate this? But since then, I realized that it's much deeper than that. So I'm going to just say this, which is that I know that the connections are always tenuous, but I deeply believe that this thing, the web, is a force for change. It's the most powerful force for change we may have ever been given to us. But it wasn't given to us. We made it, we built it, we made it, but it is super in danger. Like, for real, it is not a guaranteed tool. This thing that allows our kids to connect with each other, to share their voice, to work is at risk all the time. We almost lost it last year. We may lose it again next year or after this election. And the only way to preserve your rights and to hold on to the thing that works for you is to exercise it, right? Exercise your rights and exercise the things you care about to hold on to them. Okay, so that's my statement about the web. That's also my statement about this. Don't cut me off. I got my time. It's my mic. Keep doing this because if you don't exercise this space, it will be lost. You know me.
And so while this is happening, we'll move to our Hive Buzz section. But on your way out, the framed photo for Robert, right on the white border of that frame, a note for him to, you know, bid him farewell. And again, remember that we are posting a job as we speak to fill his vacancy, not, you know, no disrespect. So please don't leave the room without filling in a comment, a word of love. All right, get out of it.
All right, while he's getting into the goodies, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oh, yay! Super cool. Awesome.
There's a goodie in there. Go for it.
All right, now you seriously have a time limit.
Yeah.
Oh,
30
cool.
seconds.
Okay, I got a puzzle. I got a trust bottle. I got an awesome blue trust one. Guessing this is an umbrella that probably says Chicago Community Trust on it. Yes, named as Fairy Sauce. Thank you. No, more trust notebooks. And that's inscribed by Maria and Sana. And a pen, and so I've got a gift card to have those, and a card I have to read, and a bottle opener. 30 seconds. Stop.
So we're going to launch into Hive Buzz. This is going to work a little differently from our typical meetup. So come on up, Lee. So we're going to do Hive Buzz, but we're going to have the share out portion kind of double during the same time as working group time. So I'll explain a little bit more later. But Wade, come on up. So new team orientation. So we have 60 seconds at the moment.
All right, so I'm Wade. I'm from the Shed Aquarium. I'm going to do 30 seconds. We're doing a new way for teens to get involved at Shed. So we have teens who do a lot of programs at Shed Aquarium, but they don't know where to start. They don't know if they want to do the trip to the Bahamas in the summer or if they just want to come drop in at Shed Aquarium. I think they know which one they want to do, but they don't know how to get started in it. Our first one is next week. We're pretty much full with this, but what's been pretty awesome is we've actually piloted this experience with a lot of organizations bringing groups of teens, and it's actually worked really well as a group visit. So talking with you media, but other folks, if you got a group of teens that has an interest in marine biology or environmental science, we now have a formula for you to come and visit the team lab and get them involved at Shed.
Awesome.
30 seconds, boom.
Next we have Evelyn.
Hi, I'm Evelyn Rummel. For those of you that don't know me, I am from SCE. Our foundation here in Chicago, our work is around helping young people develop skills they need to thrive in the 21st century. About 2 years ago, we set out with our social emotional learning portfolio to figure out how we can help leaders and practitioners be more intentional about the way they're supporting social emotional growth in our young people, specifically teens. So we pulled together a learning community of 8 exemplar organizations from across the country, all different types of program contexts that are working specifically with 14 to 18-year-olds, brought them together with a research and evaluation team, the Weichart Center, as well as need development experts from the University of Illinois, studied their program models and the practices and the key user experiences across 6 different social emotional domains. And the product of this work is a field guide, which is free, that kind of highlights the best practices in those domains. It's very accessible, very easy to implement, case studies, narratives from these 8 organizations that are doing this work with young people, as well as a website, seopractices.org, which houses a lot of this information here and more bite-sized pieces. Also free diagnostic tools, resources you all can use to map program design, to talk about staff practices, organizational level management practices around being better at social and emotional learning. Here you go. I have some of these up here. If you want a copy, I can send it to you. Give me your card. Thanks.
Unfortunately, Neville is not here. We're going to move on to Robert.
Yes, I could talk more. Okay.
I'll make this real quick. There's this really cool STEM video game challenge that's happening. It's a national initiative. We're helping to lightly get the word out about it, but really it's an open call for video game submissions at multiple different levels, whether it's Scratch or GameStar Mechanic or whatever. If you're doing a summer program this summer, take a look at the National STEM Challenge. I know it's fine print. You'll find it on the website if you want to learn a little bit more. Connect to this opportunity for your young people. Some folks in this room are trying to coordinate a pathway for this. Jen Steele in the back is interested, Kat Grime, Ashton can't be here today, and others, I can't name you all. So if you'd like to talk a little bit more about that pathway, come see us. It could end in an awesome event in the fall called Bit Bash. Okay, next thing. This is just super quick. I'm leaving, and I love this thing. It's my baby, so I'm having to leave it with you all as stewards. Y'all heard of Ride with me. It's a point-to-point, peer-to-peer transportation solution for youth, right? This is our first very light entry into a way that we could maybe solve the transportation issue for young people. It's a demo, but it's super cool. If you have interest in leading this project and actually taking this over and taking it to the next level, reach out to me at any time. I'll be here after too. Let's talk about it. It's really something cool and interesting. Last one. All right, awesome. And this is one of those web things. I think this is a really awesome project that Hive has, that Mozilla's gotten involved with. It's called Letters to the Next President. It's with a national writing project, and it's a web-based initiative to respond to media and to respond to the candidates through and give young people a voice in the selection cycle. So think a little bit about how you might collaborate in this. Mozilla's got some great web-based resources I would love to guide you through. I'll be around here afterwards to talk a little bit about more about that. We have a webinar on June 7th we'll be advertising, or we'll be talking about it a little bit more. Great initiative. You're already doing this, so just get some stuff up to make it visible. Awesome, thanks.
Thank you, Robert. Next we have Steve.
Hi everyone, I'm Steve Bonomo from the Center for College Access and Success through Northeastern Illinois University. I just want to send kind of a reminder about the iMathination conference that's happening in January out in St. Charles, Illinois. So don't let the name fool you. This is a full-on STEM conference, not just math focused, and is for teachers from all over. So if you're an organization that has project ideas that can be implemented in a classroom setting, I very much invite you to come and get some more information from me. There's a STEM Maker Fair on Friday, so it'll be more of a maker environment, and then 75-minute sessions on Saturday for more classroom-style implemented lessons. So please see me if you're interested, and I'd like to share more information. Thanks.
Thank you, Steve. And now we have Hillary.
Hi, the Art Institute Teen Council is planning and hosting its annual Teen Night Exuberance, which is happening at the Art Institute on June 24th from 7 to 10 p.m. It is completely free. It is open to any Chicagoland high school student. We'll have food and music and dancing and activities provided by some partners like Yellow Collie. So it'll be a really wonderful night for teens to just come together, hang out in the museum, and have a positive start to the summer. I have postcards and posters, which I'll leave on the table on your way out. Please grab some and please let your teens know they need to register in advance through the bit.ly link, which is kind of on the bottom here. I can put something on Slack as well so that you have access to that, but we'd love to get as many teens there as possible. Thanks.
Thank you, Hillary, and last but not least, Khadijah.
Hey everybody, I'm from the Center for College Access and Success along with Digital Youth Network. We have an awesome Hive funded activity, which is the Make, Take, and Teach Fair. It is a teacher-facing maker fair. So we're looking for all of you amazing organizations who've made the past maker fairs that were student-facing, awesome, to work with us to now make those teacher-facing. We're going to have a ton of teachers come on August 22nd in Northeastern Illinois University. We're going to show them and put those activities in their hands. Then they're going to take them back to their classrooms. And look, your student-facing maker fair just got that much bigger, right? So we're looking for organizations to come and make. We will help you make your activities teacher-facing. We will be at the Meetup in June. I guess you guys will talk about that later. But more importantly, I'll be at the back of the room giving you more information and telling you how you can sign up to be a part of this. We have a lot of organizations already signed up, but I'm looking at Fuse, Sweetwater down in this house. Come on, see me in the back. Okay? Thanks.
I feel like she just challenged all of you. Before we go into the next portion, since we had a shorter time schedule because of the state of the Hive and all of the discussions, I just want to point out that we do have a discussion group. If I can have Aaron come up and talk about that real quick.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Aaron. You guys have been here once before. I work at a design company called IDEO, and we're working on a project right now that's all about career mentorship for teens, specifically in technology and IT. So how to be a good mentor for kids who might want to go into careers in technology after high school or after college or after some kind of secondary education. And so we brought some rough prototypes of ideas, programs, funding opportunities that we're kind of thinking might be good to help encourage educators like you to become sort of stronger career mentors in the given fields of technology and IT. If you're interested in that at all, if you might be interested, or if you just want to chat, come find us after this. Cool. And I'm Aaron, and I'm here with David. You can see there, and Ian in the back, so you can sort of grab any of us afterwards, but we'll be showing some ideas after. So your input would be super valued, and thanks for having us.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Aaron. As always, community hours from 12 to 12:30. If you need to chat with any of the staff, we are here. And then I just wanted to make sure you know that next Thursday we have our community call. Last month we did a soft launch. We are in full effect at this point. So if there were some things that you didn't get to discuss today, please hop on our community call next week on Thursday. What we'll be doing is a lot of recapping of what happened today, and we would love your continued feedback.
And I think it's just 9 to 10.
Oh, 9 to 10. Okay, awesome. Looking ahead, so we have the community call. We also have a Mozilla community call, which is on May 25th. And then I'm happy to announce that we will have a meetup. It will be an unmeetup in June, hosted by Center Space. And Megan is our Hive hoster. Thank you so much, Megan. So we'll be sending some information out about the unmeetup as well.
And an unmeetup basically means unfacilitated time with food. You come and get together and do what you want.
If you have not completed the Mozilla mapping survey, please do so. Your input and feedback is super valuable as well. If you need Moonshot 101.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
He still kind of works here. So if you need Moonshot 101,
101.
I can say it. You want me to say it? Go ahead.
If this entire meetup, you were like, what is a moonshot? What are they talking about? I'll be somewhere. There's a poster in the back by the food to the right, over there. I'll be there immediately after this to explain what that means to you. So please come by if this is your first time you're hearing it, or if you just don't remember because it's been a while. All the other things I announced too, I'll be around for the next hour. So we'll just connect with me about any of those things, and Moonshot 101 in the back. Thanks.
Okay, so this is where we'll now get into, Sam's gonna get mad because I said this, but this is called Slash Fest because there's so much that's about to happen in the next like 30 minutes. So if you shared out for Hive Buzz, raise your hand. So if any of those things were interesting, right, you're gonna go find that person and chat with them, right, and get more information about that event or project. If you want to continue your work, if you take a look at your feedback form, at the bottom, it has goal revision. If for some reason, there's lots of good reasons, you want to propose new goals or action statements and you want to do some work around that, let's actually designate it. Do we have a table lead volunteer or advisory committee who would love to? Natalie, oh, was that your hand, Natalie? I think it was.
I know I didn't say Hive Buzz, but Hitsy. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay, there's some, okay. So Natalie can't do that. But Andrea, oh, that was Andrea's hand that I saw. Andrea is going to lead some discussion around goals as well as action statements if you'd like to do some revisions. I heard some people talking about pulling in youth, so this is a great time for you to join a discussion with Andrea. Okay, so you now can move about the room, find those people. Oh, also, Aaron will be doing his discussion about the IDEO work.
Let's finish your thought. I was going to say a word.
The IDEO work will be happening here, so make sure you see them and some of the prototypes. Raphael has something he wants to.
There are a lot of new people in the room, so I'm going to do this really quickly. If you want to know more about moonshots generally, obviously Robert's going to help you out. I'm an advisory council member who's shepherding the school Hive connection. So if any of you are working with schools and are interested in being involved in that moonshot, before you leave, please stop by, give me your email address, more things that you're curious about, so that I can get you on that. I'm a new shepherd of this, I'm just trying to work it all out, but I don't want to leave anybody out who's new and wants to be part of that school Hive conversation. So just stop by and give you some information so you can involved.
Awesome. And let me just point out, we have Andrea Hart, who's our advisory committee for Youth Voice. We have Avery Coleman, help me, had a brain fart. He's Ultimate Hopes. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. We have Natalie, who's in charge of our parent engagement. That might be it. Yes, okay, for everybody who's here today. So please engage and continue those conversations. We have a solid half hour to keep those going. And if you are not staying, please leave your feedback form in the center of the table. And make sure you sign Robert's going away frame.
But before you get up, just before my coworkers so graciously removed me from the stage, I failed to tell you where I was going. So I was just gonna let you know that we're actually going to Austin, Texas. We're starting at Hive Austin, as Sam mentioned, and I'll be the portfolio strategist for Hive Austin. Thank you, Natalie. So I'll be in the same role in Hive Austin. Come visit me. Thank you all so much. I'm done now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for pointing out too. Yeah, it's reminding me